was a damn fine second cup of coffee. Oh, hey, it's Poppin' B. Burtbach here. And, Merry late Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, everybody. Happy everything. It's been a minute since I've done anything long form, hasn't it? Just been a whole bunch of Race the Ramens for a while, not much else. Well, before the year ended, I thought I'd get in one last, bigger, full-length, scripted gaming video, because it's been a minute since I've done something like that, and there's kind of a reason for that. There's kind of a lot of reasons for that, actually. I'll explain.
I'll be honest with you all. I just haven't been in the right headspace for a while to want to make gaming-related videos. I've been working on several of them here and there, off and on, for the past few months, but I kept getting sidetracked or busy with other things. I needed to focus on, well, some real-world stuff, my personal and family life and stuff like that, so I took it easy on the bigger projects for a while, and just kind of dealt with stuff as it came. Still kind of doing that, but I'm doing better and feeling alright, so yeah, maybe I should take another crack at this. I do like talking about video games a lot, after all. Shocking revelation, I'm sure, it's been so long. So, just for fun, I thought I'd do something I haven't done in a while. I decided to challenge myself. I decided to do a full video about a game that, on the surface at least, there doesn't seem to be much to say about. I did something similar a while back when I reviewed Donut County on this channel. That game is a game that I really love, but it's so simple that a review almost seemed redundant. That's what made me want to talk about it, just to see if I could do it. And more or less, that's what this video is too. I decided to find a game that, at least on the surface, has nothing interesting to talk about in it or no clear value to extract through closer analysis. I wanted to see if I could find worth in the seemingly worthless.
As it turns out, I was heading out to my garbage to, dump everything out after the holidays, and when I opened up the dumpster, I found what looks like to be an unlabeled and apparently unwanted Christmas gift that just so happens to be shaped like a video game. So, I don't know, let's open this thing up and see if there's anything of value inside. Jesus, this thing was so poorly wrapped you'd think I did it.
Yeah! Honestly, this game is pretty much perfect for this exercise in critical flexing, because it's about as bottom of the bargain bin as you can get. A trivia party game about the infamous vampire romance franchise made for the shovelware factory that was the Nintendo Wii. This must be complete garbage. At least, that's what you might expect. Because I am here to tell you that underneath the discounted licensed game exterior lies a glimmering hidden gem of sorts. Twilight's Seen It is an experience that calls out to you before you've even picked up the game. Notice how most typical games in the Nintendo Wii library have a uniform white spine to distinguish themselves as Wii games, with more colorful or uniquely stylized spines usually reserved for bigger or more special games. Twilight Seen It is, of course, very special, and, by contrast, has a unique and eye-catching purple spine. This makes it stand out from the rest of the Wii library before you even put it in your console. The cover itself is pretty unremarkable, just the standard picture of Edward and Bella for the first movie that we're literally all familiar with. Yet, it still manages to lure in both the average consumer as well as the more gaming inclined. An average person looking this over might not be enticed by just a game, thus the special Twilight offer inside, advertised on the case. An element so essential to the experience that the label is printed directly onto the artwork. Meanwhile, more savvy video game players may instead notice the familiar face of the Konami logo, as they actually published this game. Sadly, Konami has never remastered or re-released this classic, much like many others in their library. The same tragic fate as Rocket Knight Adventures. But back to Twilight Seen It. Even upon starting the game itself up, you are flung headfirst into the adventure immediately, as Carlisle greets you at the title screen.
Welcome to Seen It Twilight Edition.
By forcing the player to ask themselves the question, why did they choose Carlisle of all the different characters to be the narrator for this game? The trivia aspect begins before you've even made it past the title screen, illustrating just how grand of a challenge you've gotten yourself into. Now, it's important to note that Twilight Seen It only has information and questions relevant to the first film in the series, and no others. This is especially interesting to know because this game was actually released within the same week that Twilight New Moon, the second film based on the second book in the series, released in theaters. Now, the obvious thing to do here from a marketing perspective would probably have been to include trivia related to New Moon and release the game shortly after the movie to capitalize on the hype. But Twilight Seen It does not merely exist to fill a space next to the film with a product to sell. It is a test of faith for the truly Twilight devoted, asking them to engage with the film in a way they haven't before. Such as right here. I believed this silhouette belonged to a female character in the film, only for the game to pull a fast one and remind me that Jacob had long hair in the first movie. This personally played with my expectations of Taylor Lautner as an actor, who, in my memory, basically always looks how he did in Shark Boy and Lava Girl.
Just relax, lay about, or my fist will put you out. Dream, 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 dream.
The graphics are very simple, as you should probably expect from a game with a very limited budget, but there is some solid commitment to the visual motifs of the Twilight series. Lines of text will sparkle like the series' vampires do. There's a moon going through its lunar cycles next to each player's score, referencing the series' book titles. And when you get to the final part of a match, you enter the Twilightning round. Look at that. Beautiful. You even get to decide yourself which classic character from Twilight you'll be playing as, encouraging the player to allow themselves to be totally immersed in the trivia experience. Now, you're probably thinking that I'm exaggerating and being sarcastic about a lot of these points I'm making. Me? Sarcastic? Never. But in all seriousness, as bizarre as this is to say, Twilight Seen It actually compares kind of favorably to other games of its type. Let's compare Twilight Seen It to a contemporary game release from around the same time. Another licensed trivia party game, namely Friends, the one with all the trivia for PS2. Yes, there's a console video game based on Friends. Stay with me now, it's only to get stranger from here. Now, just looking at the back of the box and comparing the two games, you would probably assume that the Friends game would have more to offer. It has thousands of questions and many more clips to show than Twilight Seen It, a name entry screen for players, more voice acting from the cast, and generally a lot more material to pull from with such a long-running show. But surprisingly, you'd be wrong about that. The failing of a game like Friends, the one with all the trivia, is, well, it has too much trivia. There's so much Friends material to take from, and the questions are so vague that I doubt even die-hard fans of the show could answer half of them reliably. The presentation is frankly really dismal and drab, with basic-looking UI and really dark, muddy graphics that feel all the more budget when you realize that most of the game's audio is just the Friends theme on loop. Twilight Seen It legitimately outperforms Friends in this department, and several others, which I really didn't expect. It may be a very simple and easy to ignore piece of software, but believe it or not, it's not all that bad.
And if you still don't believe me that Twilight Seen It is an undersung masterpiece, then I will prove it to you the only way I know how. I recorded myself, my brother, and my girlfriend, all of us together playing Twilight Seen It. And the results were interesting, to say the least. Without further ado, I don't really know how to transition into this nonsense. Just know that this section contains some crass humor and vulgar language, so if you're not really into that sort of stuff, just a heads up. Viewer discretion is advised. You've been warned. Without further ado, let's see how much you really know about Twilight. Are you guys ready for Twilight Seen It?
Yes. See it? Twilight.
Truly, that was Carlisle.
After drinking all of our bloods.
They-
Oh, you mean him, not the burp.
No, yeah. Because for some reason, Carlisle.
Carlisle.
Not the bells.
Alice.
Oh,
That'd be
yeah.
Alice. Just kidding, I don't want to be Alice. I wanna be- Oh, yeah, I'll be Carly.
Carly.
Miles.
Who the heck is Carly? Let's play Twilight Scene it.
I'm gonna win this.
I'm afraid you'll have to stay in biology.
She's disgusted. She's like, he's in biology? He can't even take physics or biochem?
Beta cuck male.
Yeah, he's freakazoid.
Fucking.
She'll kick his ass being so fucking
I'm so
dumb.
offended I'm leaving.
Oh, well, I just said it out loud, obviously.
This is biochem. You get
I had
different
to
point.
read
You get
it.
different point amounts based on how fast you buzz in and if you're right.
Then explain that to me.
While holding by the throat, James slams Edward's head into my ass. Tell Edward she dreams about eating forest
I
animals.
love eating
Having Edward's child eating forest animals. I'm pretty sure it was eating forest
I'm
animals.
pretty sure it was becoming a monster.
To eat forest animals.
Yeah.
What reason does Edward give Bella for coming into her bedroom through the window?
Everyone knows.
Yeah, just watching her sleep.
Yeah,
He
everyone
missed
knows.
her.
Yeah, that's fine.
I missed you. I thought you were in trouble. In your
Well,
sleep.
like watching someone sleep when you're sleeping in the same bed as them and you wake up before them, it's one thing. Being there while they don't know you're there and just standing there to look at them is
Yeah,
another.
you're just like walking the dog through the neighborhood and you're like, I like watching Gray sleep. So it's gonna come in.
What happened to all my points? What the hell? What happened to all my points? They're gone. Did you see?
Yeah,
What happened?
Munchkin.
I don't know. They took them. They took them all.
Did I wrap around? I had more points than you. You know, I had more points than you.
Can we just say I won? I can't take this vampire seriously. He looks like a vegan.
Yeah, you know, and not just a vegan. He's got a camera from like 2001.
Oh no, this guy shops at Best Buy.
Why not to use a smartphone? Oh yeah, mace. That'll stop a vampire.
He's like, didn't do
And he
anything.
jumps across the
He
room.
leaps like a freak.
I leap like a
He
freak.
kicked to the groin.
That's two Kung Pao references in the same Twilight video. This is going great.
Carsless.
Exile.
It's.
Carsless. Why did I get 30,000 points for this? If I got
Oh, you didn't pick anything.
I didn't? It said I did. I picked Alice.
Well, it wouldn't let me pick anything either. Did the game
It
not?
was Edward.
Did the game not read our inputs?
That's how I lost my points too.
Or
Yeah, I had more points than you. Oh, okay. It's
and now
per,
you do
per round.
again.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
That's fine, I guess.
I was outraged for no reason.
I
Yeah, there's
was.
sprinkles.
This isn't just about you. It's about all of us.
Everyone knows it was that man.
It was Alice.
Who said this and for what reason would be a better question. Like,
We should have been Jacob and Edward. Now I'm
I'm
just some dumb guy.
just some fucking
I'm just some
guy.
vampire. No. Twilight lightning round. I'm die. No. Oh, it's an A.
Shape of an L on her forehead. Why is it a G? Is it in that book? Stephanie Meyer, is there a reason it's a G?
Yeah, it's for gravy.
We literally made no points. Round, we suck.
Oh no, we got a few things right, I think, and then we
just
lost
got
them
Yeah,
all.
but there's no option to not answer.
Oh, where'd you get in the bonus material? Aw, hell yeah, more 4x3s of the cast and crew. We don't like you. We just like baseball. So wait, in this movie they established that the werewolves and the vampires like baseball. Why can't they just get along? This is so confusing.
Yeah, the room has a death studio.
We watched this movie like 3 weeks ago.
My shoulder hurts from watching this movie 3 weeks ago. Oh, I know what it is. It's her home. I was just kidding. It's a vampire. Oh, no,
It's
not
Edward.
It's
It's fucking Edward.
Oh, it's the Van Dam.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so is Edward. He should be in
He
the
should
shot,
be
I'm
in
pretty
that
sure.
shot, yeah.
Or is this like right after you left?
No, traditional sundress is nothing.
That man runs off with simper speed.
Did you hear what I said?
No, I was... What'd you say?
Imagine only running away at 1/10 of your super speed in embarrassment when you ask a girl out.
So you run at the speed of like...
1/10 of super speed because you're like, oh my god, I'm so embarrassed. But like, you can't run at full speed at school because you'll break something.
Yeah.
Like sound barrier.
1/10 of your super speed is how fast?
I don't know, like 60 meters per second.
That's still incredibly fast.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She like gets whiplash and breaks her neck and
Like,
fucking dies.
the skin on the front of her body is sucked off by the wind tunnel you create while you run away.
Little Red Riding Hood would
Still on the
say...
nose because of Stephanie Meyer.
Oh yeah, we used to put money into each other.
Put money into each other?
No mud.
Oh.
Make mud
What?
pies.
Put mud into each other. The kitchen. They have a kitchen. They've never used... They've
Yeah.
literally never used it.
Yeah.
Never.
They bought a house with a kitchen.
They've never tried cooking with
Do they
blood.
wash their clothes?
They don't
or do they-
sleep. They have a kitchen they don't use.
Do they
They're so
wash
fucking
their
boring.
clothes? Do they do laundry?
He's the chief of police.
Or are they immune to dirt?
Oh.
They're timeless and grimeless and witness no wear. Look who's winning. There's
Yeah,
a Charlisle and a Charlie.
I guess Twilight is your favorite movie. Yeah.
Stephanie Meyer, you make me
Twilight is in fact
so
Your
gassy.
favorite movie.
What?
Look how good you're doing. You love this game. Aw.
I mean, it is a classic. Why else would I be reviewing it?
Oh, yeah, who knows? It's
Garlic,
we
the
sat-
the
no.
worst weapon of all.
Yeah. Does garlic eat Edward? Does Edward eat Jill? Does Gallop?
Yeah.
Does garlic eat Jacob?
Yeah, I meant to say, do the vampires eat garlic in this movie? Or
I don't think they ever. I don't know if it's
I don't know if
ever
they eat. I don't think they cook or eat.
I don't know what the fuck this bitch says.
A long, happy life with me. Because she's like, let me live forever. He's like, whatever, just live a normal life and then die.
Yeah,
Because
I
he's
don't-
like, he's not ready to commit.
I don't want to live a long life with you. I'd rather die too. In any case, there's no vampires left after this movie. They ground them all.
They ground them up into sausage.
Many vampires were harmed in the making of this film.
All vampires.
All vampires were killed in the making of this. Imagine you make a vampire hunting movie and the fucking disclaimer at the end is all vampires were killed in the making of this movie.
94.
Yay.
Yeah, you beat me.
Imagine winning by that.
Twilight's your. I didn't know it was your favorite movie.
Well, that was your 5-year-old, babe. Look how much you want. Wow, look all your
Wow.
points. Good job.
I realized we both loved it about the
You
same.
love Twilight.
No, you also love
No,
Twilight.
it's your favorite.
No,
you
you
always
love
win
Twilight.
these.
They're definitely going to repeat questions.
Yeah.
One more time.
Material.
One more time. Look at the bonus material.
No. Oh. Oh, menu.
Manure.
Oh yeah, one. No, one. Oh, I didn't go to one. It'd be fun to play a one-question trivia game.
Yeah.
It's like, what is 6 times 9? Ah! And it'd be...
Edward versus Jacob. The final destination. No items. Bella becomes. She sees a vision of herself becoming pregnant. She's like, I want to go there and get pregnant.
Let's go increase the amount of teenage pregnancy, guys. Let's go. Let's go.
Shit. The restaurant. Which restaurant? There were 2 restaurants in that
Charlie's
list.
house.
Can you help me get a date by dating me?
Yeah, can you help me redecorate the prom by giving me your organs?
It's like, I'll have your guts for garters, with your consent, of course.
Yeah.
Love.
That's so funny. That's so trivial.
That's-
I wonder why it's trivia. Ooh.
They had to come up with enough questions for the one
They
Twilight
literally
movie.
cut every line out of the movie and turned it into questions. Where was Bella when she said, ugh, 30,000 points? You shit knuckle. That's when you wipe your butt and your knuckle gets off very quick.
Oh no.
And that never happens to me.
well,
Well,
twice today.
the first half no, the second half yes.
Okay.
I got shit covered knuckles without wiping my butt. Alright,
I just punched my asshole clean.
This is all going in.
beat the filth off.
Which has a different connotation entirely to beating off the filth. Beat off the
like-
filth!
I've been living in this slum, beating off the filth for 60 years. Anyway,
They're literally reusing
I
questions.
told
now.
you this would happen. Oh, everyone knows what planaria are.
Onion root cells. This is bullshit.
You know that not?
You know that not. They're not right. They're not true.
Oh, it's yeah.
Which two colons do not... Well, we know that Rosalie...
Only the females wear hats.
Oh, Rosalie's got there's a G, which is why she's got a G hat. So it's Edward and Carlisle, obviously.
Yeah, because the females wear hats.
The females distinguish themselves as females by wearing hats.
They live dangerously.
Where does Carlisle wear his colon crest?
Yeah.
On a baseball cap. We know that's not right because he doesn't wear a baseball cap. Nice
Ooh,
try.
it's a ring in it. They don't know that. It was both.
When shopping for prom dresses was just unsure about. Who cares?
Family.
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm kidding. I don't even think they do. Thanks.
Taylor Lautner wins for once.
I know.
I think we're going to do it again.
Did he?
No, I think we're good.
Are you done? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's all I need to see.
Yeah.
This is how I was when we started playing. This is how I feel now.
Aw.
Ho ho, now wasn't that a lot of fun? I'm wearing a different shirt because I'm recording this at a different time. Normally I'd end these videos with like a big joke, but I want to do something a little bit different this time. This has been a hard year for a lot of people, to a certain extent, myself included, and it's been that way for a while because a lot of stuff's just going on in the world, so whatever's going on in your life, keep on going, keep moving forward. Wish you the best. Thank you all for supporting me in the ways you have this year. Next year's going to be even better because we're going to make it better. I'm going to make it better. If we can find value in something like Twilight Seen It, maybe, I don't want to be too sentimental, but maybe we can make 2022 a better year than this one. You all enjoyed this weird experiment of a video that I made. It was definitely something. So have a good night, everyone. Take care and... Excuse me.